Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Golden Su Shinron begin their fight. But before a single punch could be thrown, we cut to Capsule Corp. Oh my god. Is it happening? After 4 encounters with evil dragons, 2 of which push Goku to his Super Saiyan 4 form, Vegeta finally decides to get off his ass and go help him. Yes, finally, our secondary characters are gonna get involved. Gohan should have this realization too. And Oob, this is good. Very, very good. But boy was I not ready for where this episode was going to take me. This strange, bizarre episode. Episode 55 of GT is mostly a flashback episode consisting of Z footage cut alongside GT music, which may be the most cursed thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
面白い冗談だ。
But it's also an episode entirely focused on Vegeta. So now I think it's time to talk a little bit about Vegeta and how he specifically has been treated in GT. Of course, you know by now that all the secondary characters have been treated like crap here in GT, from the very start all the way to the very end. And Vegeta is no different. During the Buu saga of DBZ, it became absolutely clear that Vegeta was the number 2 character in the story. Not Gohan, not Piccolo, not anyone else. Of course, that became abundantly clear with Super, but even back during Z, we were trending toward the story becoming the Goku and Vegeta show. And yet, following all that focus at the end of Z, Vegeta is given nothing in GT. Let's recap. In the Black Star Dragon Ball arc, he was a bad haircut and a mustache. He did nothing but easily get taken over by Baby. In the Super 17 arc, he is brushed aside like a simple jobber, dealing absolutely no damage to his opponent at all. And now we arrive at the evil dragons, the end of GT. Vegeta has to do something meaningful, something memorable, right? He has to contribute. I mean, it's freaking Vegeta. There are so many great Vegeta moments in DBZ, and we've had 0 in GT. So, will that change here with the evil dragons? Well, I'd say what they did was memorable. Memorable in that they ruined the Vegeta character completely and utterly. I cannot even begin to comprehend the stupid idea introduced in this episode. An idea that kills Vegeta dead worse than Frieza ever did. The beginning of the episode is so strange. As Vegeta flies out to help Goku, Bulma stops him. She questions whether he's strong enough to help in any meaningful way. Damn, Bulma's not pulling any punches here. Vegeta actually listens to her. He decides to stay behind and ride his exercise bike. But all he could think about is Goku and how ridiculously powerful he's become. Left with no exercise bike, there really isn't any other training Vegeta could do. So he goes to freshen up. As he stands there looking horribly, horribly dehydrated in the shower, he reflects back on all the greatest hits. In other words, it's exactly what we already saw in the Buu saga. Completely recycled. Vegeta already had this identical reflection before. It's not necessary. Goku and Vegeta's relationship has not changed at all since GT started. Why are we wasting one of the precious final 10 episodes of this 64 episode show on a clip show? So the flashback ends on the famous "You are number one" moment, which the GT writing team awkwardly tries to keep intact with this dialogue. Ever since then, I put it all behind me. I decided not to chase after you any longer, Kakarot. Right now, I'm just genuinely curious as to what my limits are. Wait, what? What the hell does that mean? You put it all behind you? You were just screaming in agony about Kakarot and Super Saiyan 4 like 5 minutes ago? Can someone get this guy a Gatorade or something? He's so dehydrated he can't even think logical thoughts. Look, GT team, it's okay. Even Toriyama realized you can't move forward with the Vegeta character if he simply accepts that Goku is the better man and decides not to chase after him anymore. I'm not going to get too mad at them for trying to respect that beautiful moment from Z, but at the same time, they've completely shit on the original story at this point more times than I can count. So really, what's one more for the pile? For the betterment of the story and the character, you have to have Vegeta go against his word here. And in essence, that's what they do. No matter what he says walking down the hallway here, he wants to get stronger, and he wants to close that gap between him and Goku. So, how's he gonna do that? Is he gonna train really hard? That seems like something Vegeta would do. We've seen him do that time and time again. Maybe he could head over to Yardrat to learn one of Goku's most powerful techniques. Maybe he could train with the Kaioshin. They tried to do that with Goku in the Baby Saga, but ultimately their time was cut short. I mean, there's a lot you could do to make him stronger, right? If we're talking about Super Saiyan 4 specifically, we could go back to my idea from earlier in the video. Vegeta, who is an expert on Saiyan biology, knows how to grow a tail instantly. He tries the transformation, but unlike Goku, does not become the Golden Ozaru, just the regular brown one. He has to get stronger first. So he trains with Kaioshin, then he trains some more, then he trains some more. And he trains and he trains and he trains until his hands are bleeding from training so much, and finally, he has that breakthrough. Maybe he achieves Super Saiyan 3 while he's at it. I don't know. Sell some toys, why not? But the breakthrough comes, he tries the moon ball again, and voila, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is born. I mean, that's the Vegeta character, right? Even though he's a prince, he's an incredibly hard worker. He trains his ass off, and as long as Goku is ahead of him, he'll never stop trying to catch up. That's what drives him to work so damn hard, and it's the reason why people love this character so much. So, with all that in mind, what if I told you Vegeta gained a great amount of strength from not only not working hard, but not working at all? You know, that's actually happened a few times in Dragon Ball Z. Vegeta tried to cheat the system. We saw it on Namek with the Zenkai power-up, and of course by letting Babidi take over his mind in the Buu Saga. And both times, they fail, spectacularly, resulting in his death. I think there's a message there for Vegeta. You can't cheat the system. There's no easy way to skip the hard part and achieve that strength that you seek. It'll only result in your downfall. Well, the Dragon Ball GT writers didn't get that memo because Bulma suggests shooting him up with the Brutes Wave machine to achieve Super Saiyan 4. Remember the Brutes Wave machine? The one she built in 5 seconds for Baby to turn him into a Golden Ozaru? The villain? He used fraudulent means to become Goku's equal, because he's evil. Just using some device like that to get radically powered up in an instant isn't really something a hero should do, right? I mean, we just saw the villain literally do it. By definition, a good guy should not do what the villain does. Of course, you know how this story ends. Vegeta doesn't do any special training. He doesn't grow his tail back to achieve the form naturally. Bulma uses the evil Brutes Wave machine on Vegeta the same exact way she did on Baby, and successfully turns him into a Super Saiyan 4 instantly. No build-up, no payoff, no satisfaction. He just cheats. I don't know what else to call it. This scene, to me, is no different than a pro baseball player injecting steroids in their ass. Like, you still gotta go out there and hit those home runs. It's still very impressive what you're doing, but you're cheating. Vegeta is not a character that should be achieving the most powerful form of Super Saiyan by getting shot up with Brutes Waves from some machine.
This was just your mother, the cheater, spraying her cheater juice all over the place. It's like we all got caught using steroids.
I hate it so much, and the handling of this whole Super Saiyan 4 situation, for me, changed GT's portrayal of Vegeta from forgettable to rage-inducing. God, do I hate this episode. But we'll get to Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta later, when it happens.
6.5 hours later.
The devilish Shinron picks off one character after another, including Mr. Satan. Dude, if Mr. Satan survived this kick, He is really stronger than we give him credit for. He lived after an E Shinron with all 7 Dragon Balls kicked to the gut. Jesus, look at this. This looks painful as shit. It's not looking good for Goku. So he gets desperate. He manages to grab E Shinron's big ass horns, and he's gonna blow himself up. He's going full Majin Vegeta. It's all he's got left. But then, the master of the Majin Vegeta self-sacrifice explosion technique shows up. Vegeta. He tells him to stop. It's not gonna work. Trust me, it doesn't work. And it's right here that we see Vegeta's character die, right before our very eyes. After a mostly great episode, we end with this complete stinker of a scene. Vegeta shows up and says,
俺が何も考えないでこんなやばいところへ来ると思うか?
Oh, gotcha. He's gonna go Super Saiyan 4. He's been shot up with the Bruce waves, he's learned the new form, and here he comes to help Goku. Okay, fair enough. Wait, what? Why is Bulma here? Why is Bulma here? Vegeta is coming to this super dangerous place with Bulma? Why would you put her in harm's way like this? Whoa. Wait, she's shooting him up with the Bruce waves now? At the battlefield? What the hell kind of writing is this? What, are they into theatrics or something? Are they live streaming this shit and then uploading a reaction video to YouTube afterwards? Why wouldn't you shoot him up with the Bruce waves at Capsule Corp? 1,000 miles away from any danger? They want to do it at the battlefield in front of everyone? Why doesn't E Shinron blow her little ship there to smithereens? Besides, how do they even know this will work? Obviously, they've never tested it. What if the machine malfunctions? Or Vegeta isn't quite powerful enough to trigger the transformation? Then you're dead meat. You could have, done all this before in a completely safe and isolated environment at Capsule Corp, and it wouldn't be a concern. But instead, you've chosen to do the dumbest, most dangerous, and most risky thing possible. Wait, I just realized something. If you just use the Bruce Wave machine at Capsule Corp and successfully transform Vegeta into a Super Saiyan 4, what's stopping you from using it on Gohan and Trunks and all the other Saiyans? Why not make an army of Super Saiyan 4s? You see how badly things fall apart when you create a machine like this? No tail needed, no full moon needed. It's a Super Saiyan 4 bargain sale. That would be kind of cool, actually. At the very least, they could have got some more toy sales out of it. The people love Super Saiyan 4s. That merch sells like hotcakes even to this day. Talk about a missed opportunity. But luckily for them, everything goes perfectly well. E Shinron just stands there and watches like an idiot as Bulma shoots this guy with brutes right up the ass. Thankfully, Vegeta in Golden Ozaru form doesn't meow like a kitty cat, and he quickly transforms into a Super Saiyan 4.
待たせたな、カカロット。
Okay, that was awesome. I take back everything I said. That was amazing. Let's watch it again.
待たせたな、カカロット。
Ryo Horikawa is such a wonderful man. This reveal kicks ass. It even loops back around to the first meeting between Goku and Vegeta, and this moment, back in episode 31 of Dragon Ball Z.
待たせたな、カカロット。
I love this so much. And so, the second Super Saiyan 4 is born. I gotta tell ya, I love this design too. Vegeta rocks Super Saiyan 4 just as well as Goku does. Their wives even argue about which of their husbands look better. Now that they have a bunch of red fur covering their bodies and luscious new hair, the debate is wide open. Alright, here we go. The two power up, and this shit is about to get serious. I'm still mad Vegeta basically cheated to attain this form, but now he has it, and we could try to forget about all the buildup. How he got to this point is easily forgotten if we can follow up right now with something awesome. Let's see Vegeta, who's had iconic moment after iconic moment in Dragon Ball Z, finally have his big moment to shine here in Dragon Ball GT. What can this new, completely fresh Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta bring to the table?
このままじゃ勝てる見込みがちっともない。フュージョンするぞ、カカロット。
I'm sorry, what? I swear to God, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta hasn't moved a muscle, much less thrown a single punch. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta has been on the screen for exactly 2 minutes. He has no idea what this new, insanely powerful form can do. He just got it moments ago. He must feel the power flowing through his veins. And the first words out of his mouth are, it's hopeless. No point in even trying. We gotta do fusion. I mean, my brain can't take this much longer. After all that buildup, Vegeta finally transforms into a Super Saiyan 4 and does literally nothing before basically telling the audience we're moving on and we're gonna do Gogeta now. I mean, shit, I get Shinron is strong, but I could absolutely believe that a completely fresh Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta could at least do some damage. Let him do a final flash. Like, am I crazy? Does it make any sense what they did with Vegeta here? Why not have him go all out in this tremendously powerful new form? He can show what he's capable of in a dramatic, over-the-top display, and then we see it barely damages Shinron. And at that point, he comes to the realization that it's hopeless and they should do fusion. Is it really that hard to give Vegeta something? So in under 2 minutes, I'm already over Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. It's that patented GT pacing showing its ugly face once again. I cannot believe they moved on so quickly from Vegeta's big transformation immediately into fusion. But I guess that's where we're headed. It's time for episode 60, aka the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta episode. We are about to witness peak